I want to start with the last play that iced the game. What spurred that call?
Wanted to give Justin a chance to compete. Felt like we'd have a matchup, one of three places, and just a really outstanding route by Josh and an even better throw by Justin. The protection was solid, and we were able to ice the game.
How many quarterbacks can make that throw?
You guys saw Justin's toughness today. Not that we needed to show anybody how tough he is, but he's a clutch player. And he's always played his bets in the clutch. And no matter what type of game it is, at the end of the game, he's always going to be there. And that throw is a great example of it. Just kind of hung tough the whole game. But then, when you throw a dime like that to finish it, it's just one of those signature plays that help you win a game like this.
What made your decision to go forward on the previous fourth down, which is why they were down there in the first place, when he didn't get it?
Yeah, it was just less than a yard in that range where we just felt like we had the right play. Felt like, we would really force them to, they had a timeout in the 2-minute, but it would really put us in good position to finish the game and put them in a really tough situation. We felt like our defense was playing at a high level. And, we didn't get the job done. But I'm really proud of our defense, the way it played the whole game. But certainly in that circumstance, 2 weeks in a row, we were outstanding. And, those guys deserve a lot of credit.
Brandon, with this fourth down, next game, will you ever start to rethink this just if you...
Yeah, I mean, every decision has a life of its own, Jeff. And I've said it for 3 years now. So we're going to do what we feel like gives us the best chance to win. The storyline is the way our defense played. The way we played in the first half offensively, but our defense carried us today. It was a really, really tough performance with a bunch of guys out. We had a lot of premium players out in the game, and the storyline was the toughness of our team and the way it played in a tough game against a division opponent, and our guys had their best at the end.
What did they do that presented such a problem for you guys offensively?
Bridget, just, we returned to play. No update in terms of, prognosis or something, but he was able to go back in the game. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't coming out. It was one of those things where he was going back in, and he has that look, I'm going back in, I'm good. And, again, just to show that toughness to the team, we really talked about that going into this game, being a division game, and he surely showed it. And when your franchise quarterback, embodies all that, everyone else jumps along.
What was the most impressive part of Khalil's performance today?
He'd been rushing at a high level for 3 games, and we do this thing, he taught me back in Chicago, close. He'd been close the whole year to having, 3 monster games. He was close. Today he put it all together, but this guy's one of the best edge players of a generation, and he's still that guy. He's still that guy, and he just showed everybody, I'm still that guy. And he's one of our leaders, and, one of those maestro performances, similar to Keenan last week. But he's one of the elite players in the game. He always has been, and he always will be as long as he's playing.
You mentioned the offense in the first half. What do you think happened in the second there?
Yeah, Dylan, I just felt like we never got into a rhythm. I thought we ran the ball decent at times, but it was pretty inconsistent. And then the pass protection, just didn't have a great day. There was a lot of pressure on Justin. He was able to avoid a lot of it, but just didn't really get into a sequencing in that second half. Where in the first half, I really felt like we were in rhythm, felt like we had a good mixture of running the pass, and we were scoring the ball. So just got to do better. But, I mean, obviously our defense in the second half carried us. And, there's going to be games like that. There's going to be games where your offense carries it. There's going to be games where your defense carries it. But you got to win it as a team, and that's what happened today.
As you look here through 4 games, do you feel fortunate to be 2-2? Do you feel unlucky to be 2-2?
I mean, we could be 4-0. I mean, I would definitely err on the other way of, we lost the game by, the first one in a thriller to a really good team, and then we lost in overtime to another good team, as you guys saw today what they did. So, I mean, we could easily be 4-0. Some people could say we're 1-3. Right now we're 2-2, and that's what we are. We are a 2-2 football team. And we're a team that's improving. We've improved in every game this season, from game 1 to game 2, from game 2 to game 3, from game 3 to game 4. We've gotten better, and that's where my focus is as the head coach.
Brandon, you lose those first 2 games by a total of 5 points, and then these 2 wins come off of big defensive plays. What has changed for your defense? How have you seen it grow in these 2 victories?
Yeah, we've improved every game, and today we had to play without a lot of premium players. And so I thought that just big-time performances by Dean Marlowe and Raheem Lane coming in at safety. I thought those guys were fantastic in the game. Anytime you play without Joey, we had to step up around him. I thought Thule, Chris Rumpf, Andrew Farmer, and then on top of Khalil's big performance, I thought we did a really good job. And then, our deep line, I mean, they had 76 yards rushing, on 23 carries. And so you can't say enough about the whole group and how we played, because it was third down defense, red zone defense. It was the takeaways. All of it was a very complete performance.
Did you want Asante to slide there after the interception?
That's one we're going to learn from, Daniel.
Okay.
You know the answer to that. And so anytime we don't put no moss on a situation, then you're going, but it's a learning opportunity for him.
Did you talk to him? Like, did he
All
see
right,
you celebrating?
Daniel, we just got done with the game. All right, we'll have plenty of teachable moments tomorrow, and I assure you it will get addressed.
Brandon,
if you haven't already addressed it with him.
Brandon, going back to that second quarter and the fumble recoveries, there was so much complimentary football going on there from both sides of the ball. Can you break down what you saw in that second quarter? I apologize if I already asked it.
No. I thought that was exactly what happened. I really felt like at the end of the second quarter, we finished playing at a high level in all three phases of the game, and that's why we were able to separate. You don't separate unless you're playing at a high level in all three phases, and we needed that separation because it got tight in the second half. So that second quarter, I think we were at our best. Obviously, the two takeaways were critical, really put us in good field position. And then offensively, we scored the ball. And so I like the way that we ended the half. And then, our special teams wasn't nearly good enough today. Just was a poor performance by us. And, we lost a lot of field position today because of it. So we're going to have to improve in that area. But again, that second quarter was big for us.
The Devontae Adams catch that got them down to, I guess it was either the 2 or 3. You had 3 timeouts left, and they called it a catch, but it was really, really close. Were you aware? I mean,
oh man, you have no idea how aware I was. My awareness was at an all-time high, and I was hoping that I could get an angle. Somebody, I was begging for just the little bit, but I didn't get that. And obviously it was close, and just didn't feel like it would be worth burning it based on the situation and what could potentially happen if we didn't get it. We wanted to have all of our timeouts.
You guys learned that the rookie QB was going to start 12 hours ago or whatever. Did it change the game plan? Were you guys ready?
Yeah, we were ready. This guy had a fantastic preseason, so we expected him to be the quarterback if Jimmy didn't go. So we were prepared for him, and
even with Brian Poyer there.
Oh yeah, this guy. If you watch the preseason, this guy had a really effective preseason. So there's a reason why they put him out there, and he's going to be a good player. He does a lot of good things out there. It was a tough game for him, but he's going to be a good player.
You mentioned improvement from game 1 to game 4. How has that especially shown itself in late game situations from then to now?
We practice them a lot. Our guys, we've got a lot of experience, with guys who have played for us for 3 years, and then we've onboarded some guys like an Eric Kendricks, who was huge today in the game. So our team is comfortable in those situations. We talk about the NFL and the way it is. I think through 4 weeks, 70% of the games are, less than a touchdown, and that's the NFL. So you got to be good when you got to have it, and you got to be comfortable in those spaces. And our guys have thrived in that the last couple weeks. And, I think that especially defensively, the way we've played, you can see that that's a connected unit, and we've made a lot of plays to win us the game.
Any update on Donald Parham?
No update, just a wrist, but we'll know more tomorrow.
And then the hit by Jerry Tillery on Justin Herbert on the sideline, obviously elated. I think everyone can see that. But just the way your team responded to that on the sideline, is that something you look at and maybe points to the closest?
I love all that. I'm here for all that. Yeah, I'm here for all that. I love when my team looks like that. That's their quarterback, and that's a sign of a good team. And that was an igniter for us. And, Justin looks at, us and just gives us a wink, because that hit doesn't hurt Justin Herbert. But, yeah, it helped fuel our guys. And, our guys were up for the challenge, and they were going to go defend their guy. And that's what competition's about. Competition's about that, and got to make sure cooler heads prevail. But in a moment like that, yeah, you want it turned up.